to make a video. So this is how I teach it. The thing to remember is King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So King stands for kilo, H hecto deca unit deci centi milli. So what we do is we find out what we're supposed to be converting to. So your first one was 71 kilometers. And they want us to change it to meters. So you start at the kilometers and it's 75, right? So you write a 75 and then you put a decimal after the number. Every number has an imaginary decimal after it. And then you look to see how many jumps you go to get to the unit, which is what they're asking us to do. We're converting to meters. So we're going to go, how many jumps does it take? 1, 2, 3. So we add 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you do it. 75,000. Does that make sense to you, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is 75,000 meters. Now we'll do the next one. They want us to go from 30,000 meters, and they want us to see how many kilometers that is. So we're going to line up. We have our decimal right here, and because we're going this way, we're going to move our decimal this way. How many jumps do I go? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to move my decimal 1, 2, 3. And it is 30 point, which is just a plain old 30. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 30 kilometers. Now they want us to do 81 meters equals how many centimeters? So we're going to go to units. And we're going to say how many jumps is that? It is 1, 2. So we're going to take our 81 and we're going to go 1, 2. It is 8,100 centimeters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about if I had 5 centimeters and I want to convert to millimeters? What would I do?
You would do a hump that goes to the box to the right. And then I think it would be 5,000.
So every number has an imaginary decimal after it. So I'm going to put my imaginary decimal in. And then because I'm going this way, my hump is going to go this way. And I fill in the hump with a 0. So it is 50 millimeters. If my hump is going this way, then I take my decimal and I make it go this way. However many jumps. So, like, for example, this one, 13 kilometers and 20 meters equals how many meters? Well, we already know this is in meters. So we're going to add that to whatever we get when we convert 13 kilometers to meters. Does that make sense to you? Because this is already in meters. So, of course, we have to add that in our answer. But then we have to convert this as well. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going from 13 kilometers to meters, which is unit. Let's see how many jumps that takes. 1, 2, 3 jumps. So we put our 13 and then we do a decimal and then we go 1, 2, 3 jumps. So that's 13,000 for the 13 kilometers. And then I add this 20 meters to it. So it becomes 13,020 meters. Does that make sense, honey, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is 400 centimeters. So here we are at centimeters. And we want to convert to how many meters is that? So we put our 400 here. We put our decimal. And then we're jumping this way to units. 1, 2. So we make this go 1, 2. And it becomes 4 meters. So we have 4 meters equals 400 centimeters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this one right here is 21 kilograms, 415 grams equals how many grams? So the first thing we're going to do is convert this, and then whatever we get, we're going to add 415 to our answer. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this starts to get very messy. So I'm going to start new. And I have 21 kilogram. Was it 21 kilograms? Yeah. Equals how many grams? So I'm going to put my decimal in here. And then how many jumps is it from kilograms to grams? It's 1, 2, 3 jumps. So I go 1, 2, 3 jumps, and I fill in my zeros. So this is 21,000 grams plus the 415 grams that's right here. So it's 21,415 grams. Can you try this one, honey? 87 kilograms, 17 grams equals how many grams?
Equals 87,179 kilograms.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try it my way. So to go from kilograms to grams, we rewrite our number with a decimal, and then how many jumps is it? 1, 2, 3. So I go 1, 2, 3, and I fill that in. So 87,000, and then I have 17 grams. So I add that, and it's 87,017. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think you saw this as a 9. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one of your problems was 6 liters, 127 milliliters equals how many milliliters? So how would I figure that out?
You would do. Wait, well, how many? You do 6, and then your other number's 3 digits. So you do 3 down.
Yep.
You put the 3 line, and then it would equal millimeters. So yeah, and then
Good.
You
So
would-
this is this, and then they already gave us this, and which is what we're trying to convert in. So don't we just add that with the 6,000?
Yeah.